Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will continue chapter 5. This, this time we will get more features about presentation PowerPoint 2010. Now, last video, we created this file and we did some changes here. Now, we will study more features about PowerPoint. Let us start with the File tab. Whenever you want to create a new PowerPoint presentation, you have to go to New tab and then select Blank Presentation. Either you double click on Blank Presentation or you click and then select Create. You will have a new file and the file name will be Presentation 1 or Presentation 2. It depends how many files you opened before. PowerPoint gives a default name. Now, after creating a file and you can also change this file, add more slides and do some other changes. After that, you need to save your file. To save the file, you will click on File and then select Save. Whenever you want to save your file for the first time, so it doesn't matter if you select Save or Save As. But when you have already an existing file and you did some change, save means saving this file with the same name on the same location with the same type, while save as will help you to change the file name or the file location or the file type. When you save your file, you need to change the file name. Say, for example, I will keep the name of this file test1. And then you need to specify the location, for example, on the desktop. And the type, we will keep it as a PowerPoint presentation type. And then save your file. Whenever you want to open an existing file, you will click on Open and then select the file that you want to open. Printing a file or printing a presentation, you click on Print and then you have to select how many copies do you want, and you can also select if you want to print all slides or print only current slide, or you can specify a custom range. You also can select if you want to print out a full page slide, or on a one page you can print the slide and note area, and also you can print 2 slides in one page, 4 slides, 3 slides in one page, and 4 slides in one page, and so on. It depends on your choice. You can also do some change in printer properties by going to the printer properties. After doing all the change that's required, you will click on Print button in order to print out your presentation. Help needs you to get something which you don't know about PowerPoint. Say, for example, you don't know how to create a new slide. So you will get the help either by Microsoft Office help, or you can get some important notes or tutorials from Getting Start, and you can contact the Microsoft company in order to ask about a specific problem. In the Option tab, you can change some setting which is related to PowerPoint environment itself. You can change the language also. If it is English, you want to change it to Arabic, you can change it from this place. You can go to Advanced and change some color of the environment, or you can change the image size, you can change the display, screen tips, and so on. This was about the File tab. Of course, Exit will take you out of PowerPoint. Now, whenever you want to create a new slide, you will select a new slide and then you will select a specific layout. Say, for example, here I will select blank slide. This is a blank slide. We create the slide immediately after the slide that you are pointing to. So I was pointing to slide 1, and then The new slide came behind the slide 1, which is now slide 2. You can move this slide to the end of the presentation by only dragging the slide and keeping it at the end. Like that. So we have now, this is slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, and slide 4. We can also duplicate a slide. To duplicate a slide, we select a specific slide and then right mouse click on it, and then you select duplicate a slide. The other slide will be exactly the same as the original slide that you already duplicated. How to delete a slide? You will click on the slide and then right mouse click on it, then select delete slide. Delete slide will delete this slide totally from your presentation. We can also do rearrangement. Say for example, I can bring slide 2 and keep it behind the slide 3, or bring slide 2 or bring slide 3 and keep it behind slide 4. You can do rearrange your slides. Now if we do a presentation now, you can see this is our first slide, second slide, third slide, and fourth slide. We can hide a specific slide from presentation. Say for example, I want to hide slide number 2, so you will right mouse click on slide number 2 and then select hide slide. Hide slide will hide this slide from presentation. You can see it in your design phase. This is a design phase. You can see it in your design phase. But while doing a presentation, it's not possible to see the slide number 2. Let us go through presentation now. This is first slide. As you can see, second slide is not there. We have the third slide, the fourth slide. To unhide the slide again, right mouse click on it and then click again on hide the slide to unhide the same slide. I can change the layout of slide also by clicking on layout and then change the layout of the slide. Now your slide has title and content layout. You can change it to content, change it to comparison, or other type which you prefer. We can also change the background of the slide by going to format background. Format background will change the background style or background color. Like for example, let us go to format background. Here, the full color will change the color of the background. You can select a full solid color. Now it's white. You can change blue, or see, we changed now blue. Or you can select another color like golden, like this. You can also change gradient full color. We can select a specific texture or a specific pattern. Now let us go to the other tab, which is Insert tab. In this blank slide, I will insert a word art. If you want to insert a word art, you should click on word art and select a specific style. We have each style has a specific name: full, none, outline, accent 2, for example. Here we have a gradient full, and so on. I will select one style, and then you can type your text here. I will type, for example, the end of show. Now this word art, you can change the format style. You can change the shape full. You can add some full color or background color. You can change the border color. and you can give some effects like reflection or shadow and so on. This is related to the shape color, that means the text box, the shape effect, sorry, that means the text box effect. You can add some effect to the text itself by shading the text and then go to text effect. You can add a shadow effect or reflection, glue. You can add transform effect and so on. Now this is if you want to insert a word art. And in the same way you can insert a clip art or picture or smart art or shapes. Now how we can add a header and footer? Click on header and footer, and then here in Microsoft PowerPoint the header and footer are the same. So you can add a date and time. When you add a date and time, your date and time, either it's a fixed date or time or it's an updated automatically. So you can select first you can change the language to English, and then you can select a specific style for date at the top of the list, and at the bottom of the list we have a style for the time. I can select any style for the date, and also you can add a slide number. You can add a specific footer, like for example here I can write computer concept. You can click on do not show on the title slide to remove the header and footer from the title slide, or you keep it as empty like this. That means show the header and footer in all slides. Now you can add this header and footer to all slides or apply it to only the selected slide. I will select apply to all. Now you can see in all slides we have at the bottom, except the first slide of course, we have at the bottom the footer that we added. Now this footer that you added is just like a text box, so you can move it and keep it at the top, for example, like this, or keep it on the left hand side, or bring it back to the bottom. This is how we can add a header and a footer. Now let us select page setup. Through the page setup we can do some change on the page itself or the slide itself, like for example changing the slide size. We can change the slide width, we can change the slide height, we can also change the number slide from. That means if you want to start your numbering from 2 or 3 or 5, you can write the start number here. We can change also the orientation to be portrait or landscape. The slide orientation also you can change it from this place, from the main design tab, and change the orientation to portrait or landscape. Whenever you select a specific design, you will right mouse click on the design and select either all apply to all slides to apply this design to all slides, or apply to selected slide to apply this design to only selected slide that you are now currently on clicking on it. Whenever you select a specific design or theme, you can change this theme color. We have different type of color like office color, we have gray color, we have angle, apex, aspect. You can change the theme color. You can change also the background style. We can hide the graphic from the background. See, there was a graphic here. I can hide it or show it. All these options related to the design. We also can add some sort of videos by clicking on insert and then clicking on add a video. Or you can add some audio also. We can add an equation. We can add a slide number immediately from here. We can insert a date and time, and we can insert a text box. Now let us come to the concept of slide master. What do we mean by slide master and how we can work with the slide master? Now, whenever you want to do a change on your specific layout, you have to go through all slides and do the same change. Say, for example, I want to change the uh, title color or the border color on all title and content layout. Now we are lucky in our presentation we have only two slides with title and content. See, if I select now the layout of the slide, it's title and content, while the slide number 3, it also has the same layout, title and content. So if you want to do some change in those both slides, it's easy to do the change on this slide, like changing the color of the text or changing the color of the border. And you can again go to the second slide and do change the color of the title or change the color of the border. But if you have on the same presentation, say for example, 20 title and content layout or 50 title and content layout, it's not easy to do the same change on all of them. So Slide Master gives you the option of doing it only once. In Slide Master, you can do the change only one time, and PowerPoint will confirm the change on all slides which has a title content layout. In order to do Slide Master, we have to move to another window, which is specific window for Slide Master. By clicking on View, select a Slide Master. Here we have another window for Slide Master. Now we cannot see our slides, which we already created. You can see here only the layout type which you have. For example, the first one is the module layout, which whenever you want to do change on all of your slides, all layouts, you can do the change here. The other one is the title slide layout. So if you want to do change on only title slide layout, you will do it here. Here we have title and content, here we have section header, here we have to content, and so on. All the slide layout type, you can see them here. We need to do change on title and content, so we will click on title and content layout. I want to change the border color, for example. I will click on the border and then from format, I will select shape outline and then change the color to red, for example. Now we did the change only once here on the title and content layout. To return back to our presentation, we click on view and then normal. We can see now in this second slide, the border color changed, and on the third slide also, the border color changed. Whenever you want to create another new slide with the same layout, say for example, right mouse click now, new slide. This new slide also comes with the same feature. That means the border would be red color. In this video, we finished all the features of PowerPoint. Next video, we will go through the PowerPoint exercise.